From reality star to president, Donald Trump will be our next president of the United States. And Omarosa is receiving a lot of flack from it, even death threats. And let's say China's not going to be dreaming about cashing in anymore. She does welcome her new gorgeous baby girl with boyfriend Rob. Adrian Bailan recently got married, and guess who was not there? Tamar Braxton. Reality Check starts now.
You are tuned into Black Hollywood Live. Reality Check.
So, Jesse wants to come into some ratchet. Here we go for the kids. Welcome to Black Hollywood Live's Reality Check. I'm your host, Ashley Gray. Joined with me, I have an amazing panel. To my left, DJ Jesse Jennedy. And who we got on the other side of the table?
Hey, Miss Dre Renee.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
And we got a special guest, vlogger Armand Wiggins.
Hello. What up, Wiggs? Welcome to the show. It's gonna be. Speaking of Wiggs, Jesse did come for me at the beginning of the show.
I attest. He came.
Both of the black girls on the panel.
You know who
The
came
white
for
man.
her was sitting on her head. And it's still there. Came, sat, and just chilling.
Anyway, though.
But you got your lace front on.
Sure do. I got my Justin Bieber going there.
Well,
My Ricky Martin, she bang.
Rob and China
Stop.
did welcome their baby girl, Dream Kardashian, and I have to say, the baby is so freaking gorgeous.
Yes.
I was really shocked that it was such an immediate release of like images and
Yeah.
pictures.
Black China don't play. She's like, get it out.
She had that coin set.
Yes.
Coins, but normally they'll wait and then they'll sell it to a magazine instead of like just releasing it.
Yeah.
Literally, the baby was not even 5 hours old, and we were seeing video and pictures, and even Auntie which
Kim?
one? No, not Kim.
What
Kylie. Kylie was
Whoa.
like, oh my god, I have to go and see this baby. It's like my daughter slash
Did she say
niece."
this?
No, but I can imagine her saying it.
okay.
I can't.
But she was babysitting King, but the entire time she was on Snapchat.
I mean, they did the mannequin challenge before she gave birth. Did you guys see that?
No, wait,
No,
what?
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
they did. I thought it was
China's
cute.
up there.
Oh, yeah, I
like,
did see that. I did see
Wait,
that.
with Kylie?
No.
like pushing out her baby. Mannequin
But you know,
challenge. In
it's
the
really-
delivery room.
No.
It's really
Yeah.
interesting because Kim was there, and then the other sisters were there, but Kylie wasn't during the
What is
mannequin
the interaction
challenge.
like, you think? I wonder, like, what happens?
Super dry like toast on a hot summer day.
Okay.
My whole thing is like, what happened to King? Because I just kind of feel like this baby is like a publicity baby. Like, honestly, like, this baby has been verified and has over 407,000
Really?
followers on Instagram.
Already?
Dream. Yes.
Do you think that they named the daughter Dream because it's a really good brand? Like, this
Yeah.
can go far. Dream Kardashian.
It's like a baby brand dream.
Yes.
Jessica Alba, you thought you had it? No, boo.
Honest? No.
Are y'all
It's all
feeling
about
the name,
Dream.
though? Are y'all feeling that name, Dream?
I mean,
I mean,
it's
her
like
mom's
the
name
name.
is Tokyo.
Right. Tokyo Dream. Tokyo
Okay,
Drifting.
so
Something.
I'm gonna take Tokyo. I'm gonna take Dream as opposed to Tokyo.
And the fact that they didn't get no press off
Konnichiwa.
of the baby pictures, they're like, hi, our child's gonna make so much money its entire life. We're just releasing the picture.
I mean, literally, seriously, honestly,
Truly.
she's cashing in.
Yes, she is.
Cashing in, cling. Wait, is it cling?
Bling, bling? What?
Chang Chang.
Ching,
Ching ching.
Oh.
No, wait, it ain't no
whoa,
ching
we're
ching.
losing it.
Chang Chang getting paid over here.
What is the?
Do you know?
What is the sound?
I think it's Ching Ching.
Okay.
For
Cha-ching.
money?
There you go.
Oh, it's cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
It's cha-ching.
That's
Really,
it.
Ashley? That's what you were
it.
looking for?
Yes.
All right. So,
I thought I was the only one that smoked weed on this panel, y'all.
First of all, but shout out to California because they did legalize marijuana. I did vote yes on that,
I
but I
did
do
vote
not
yes.
smoke.
Shout out to that.
I don't smoke, but
I
I
did
did
it for
vote yes.
Jesse. I don't smoke.
I did it for Jesse.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the ground.
Literally.
Okay, so guys, have you heard about Sheree Whitfield and Kenya Moore's feud continues
Have I
with
heard
the
of
houses?
it? Girl.
Like, is this serious? Sheree still has not finished her house in 5 years, so they had a bunch of words coming for each other. What are your thoughts?
I mean, my whole thing is like they just keep going back and forth with this.
It's so
Chateau Sheree
lame.
shits on everything.
Honestly, it does.
Truly. Like the Manor, it's cute for like.
But it's finished.
I like more Manor because
Yes.
I like the aesthetic of it. I like that it's secluded in the woods. I think that it's really it's something romantic about the house, even though she don't have a man.
Romantic.
Well, but I think that that's the good part about More Manor because, I mean, if it's me and I'm single, I would prefer More Manor over the Chateau because the Chateau is too big for a single
too
woman.
big.
Exactly.
Like, who's she gonna live with? That's what I don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
your kids are old
That's what
now.
I'm saying.
Her daughter's engaged, right?
Well, maybe she's gonna move them in.
And she's not even living there.
Cherie by herself? Like, that's like Beauty and the Beast going on, like living in.
According to
No, it's like the seven dwarfs going wrong.
According to Kenya's Twitter, she said it's hard to throw shade from an apartment. And I'm just I mean, it's true. And then Sheree threw back and said, well, my chateau would be finished if I had an African husband too, or whatever,
Okay.
African man.
But let's be clear. Sheree is the queen of shade at this point because she
she
eats
loves Sheree.
Kenya alive.
Yeah, she does.
Every chance she gets.
She does.
Bottom line. Like,
does.
Sheree is coming back for that Nene Leak spot and she's not having it.
Yeah.
She is owed that spot and she wants it. Kenya, you're not getting it. So, girl, you didn't win the house battle.
I mean, I'm over it, but I'm not over it because it's like very entertaining. But I'm like, you guys are what, pushing 50, and
I
you
was
arguing
just about
over
to
houses,
say.
But
and
is it that entertaining still?
it's funny to laugh at them at this point because
we've
I'm
been
not
talking about the
laughing
Chateau.
with them.
We've been talking about the motherfucking shelter for like
Yeah.
For
5 years.
For 5 years.
years.
I mean,
5
people
years.
were driving up to the Chateau, Instagramming unfinished Chateau. Like, that's how petty the people are.
Sheree needs to finish that.
Yeah, she
I mean,
should.
what happened to her clothing line?
She by Shahu? Sheree.
So,
She by Chateau. Chanel.
Yeah.
Moving along.
moving on.
Sorry,
So
Sheree.
Omarion apparently has a new single out. It's called "It's Whatever," and it's caused some beef between him and his ex BM, as he titled her, April Jones. Where in the song he says, "I've only been single for a few months, torn apart. Catch me on the run, told by BM, she can have that."
Do people still listen to Omarion?
I was just
like,
about
that's
to
my
say.
whole thing. Like, can we really talk? Like, who's listening to Omarion?
You know what? To flip that, focus on the music so that we will want to listen to you because this, I mean, I don't know, Usher did it. These are my confessions.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
were
but-
all about
but
it.
We
Usher
saw
is
his
different.
confessions on Love and Hip Hop, and it was trash. And it's like,
Moving right along.
Correct.
Patty!
Patty!
Hey, I love Patty
Girl,
LaBelle.
all right, so Patti LaBelle, she so I actually just had my first sweet patty pie.
Did you really?
2 days ago. Eric, my roommate, bought it, and it was bomb. So apparently, though,
Patty
so bomb,
pie.
she getting her own cooking show. It's called Patti LaBelle's Place, coming out December 3rd, back-to-back episodes on Food Network.
All right, Patty.
She gonna be cooking things with 50 Cent, Gail.
Lost me.
Oh,
Is this like the Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg?
I can't
I'm
take
just
that.
like
Scratching the
Patty!
back.
Patty!
but
Just
here's
do
where-
your own thing. Like, why do you? I'm so sick of like people trying to just let me bring on celebrities to like boost ratings. How about you just go into your own personal kitchen, throw down, teach me how to cook, and then I'll tune in. But you bringing 50 in. What you gonna cook?
do a Sesame Street episode once, like Juliet. What's her name? Julia.
Who cares?
The old English woman that cooked the turkey.
Julia,
Charles.
no, it's not Julia Charles. That's
Julia Child.
Child.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So wait, here's the other thing Patty's doing that's really different. You
What
know,
is
she's gonna be cooking her, basics, fried chicken, but also
The
things-
basics?
Well, what she calls her basics,
Racist. That sounds racist.
vegan dishes.
Okay. Vegan
But
with
the
50
black people are
cents.
like, oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's kind of a thing in California for
It
colors,
is.
Yes.
too. And all the people.
For the color.
You know, we're doing that here.
Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of a thing.
I mean, collard greens will be on the list without the pork.
Right.
Okay.
Vegan and 50 cent.
Vegan, 50 cents. But you know what's something else that I think that we
And
kind of
Gail King.
missed about Patty? Like, Patty's a little shady. It's no shade. So she,
a little.
Have you guys seen the Walmart commercial about the Patty Pies? You haven't seen the... Oh, there's a commercial.
What happened in the commercial?
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's talk about this commercial. Can we talk?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing about the commercial. I found it really, really funny because a good friend of mine, Patty!
Yeah.
So, last year on November 11th, he went viral for the pie.
Oh, yeah.
So now this year, Patty now has a commercial with Walmart doing about the pies. So it's a lady coming to the door and she delivering a pie to the lady's front door.
Okay.
And so I think that's a little shady because my whole thing is this: where's the Patti LaBelle pie guy? Because this is the thing, Patty.
Let's
He
be
put
real.
you on.
Let's
Let's be
be
real.
real.
We didn't even know you had pie.
That's
didn't-
true.
I didn't
That's
know that.
true.
So-
However, she got to protect her coin. She's not trying to pay his rent. So she
She
sees
should give him a
opportunity.
little something.
I think that she did because I love him, met him, wanted him to come in. Things didn't work out. But I feel like you should have taken advantage of that, all of those opportunities. Patty gave him a lot of time, invited
No,
him.
she didn't.
No,
media,
she didn't.
Media
feel like
did.
she did.
I think that
She
she
only
did.
brought him into her house when the media was like,
You
why
need to
isn't
bring
she
him into
paying
your
no
house.
attention to this boy?
Patty,
True.
and I feel like Patty is one of those girls that will get you online for the media attention, call you up, give you her number, and then change her number.
So that's what
Sorry, the
happened,
number you
though.
have dialed is
Because
no
this
longer
sounds like tea. So, guys, breaking, #BHL reality check. Patty LaBelle gave Patty, the old dude, her number and then changed it.
Wait a minute.
We have
What's
confirmed
tea?
that. What's tea, Patty?
That's
We
an
are
AfterBuzz
recording
TV
live.
exclusive.
So, that
Bitch.
happened.
Hashtag here.
Hashtag here.
Here.
Hashtag change her number. So la gordo, yo.
Listen, I'm going to reverse back a little
Oh
bit
my
because we
God.
were able
That's
to talk
messy,
about.
Patty.
That is very messy.
Let's talk about
That
some
is
more
very
mess
messy.
because Omarosa, who was obviously elected,
Who?
the Omarosa. I wanted to backtrack because I wasn't able to talk about this, but she was the apprentice contestant, and what Donald Trump did was made her the campaign director of African American outreach. So she
Oh
has,
yeah, because she's a great.
she's been receiving a lot of death threats
As
and
she should.
flack, and she just recently did an interview on 2020 when she was like, this is not fair. And guess what, guys? We have a list. We have a list of everyone that has turned their back on us, and all I was trying to do was help the black community. Cue the fake cries. 5 seconds later, done. She's like, get me the F out of here. It's too hot.
I can't.
I mean, no one should be sending death threats. We
No.
don't want
No,
anyone
they
to die.
shouldn't. They
Like,
shouldn't.
even
'Cause
with
he
all
is
of
our
the
president
excitement and
elect.
all the negativity that's happening right now, like it's just no killing, no deaths. We don't want other countries starting wars. I've heard some crazy shit.
I've heard
lately.
crazy
and it's just
stuff.
like I get it. Let's be upset, but let's use our brains and not the media that's riled us up now.
Correct.
For years, they've been riling us up to this moment. Here we are, girl. Like, cause I've been reading the Bible and I'm just scared right now, and I'm just like.
And everybody's going through grief. It's like they had a boyfriend break up with them and they're waking up in the morning trying to find this acceptance, and it's like it's happening. It is here. We got to move on. I know it's difficult, but Jesus Christ, we got to move on.
Yeah, and we're going to get more to that in the Reality X Reality Check segment of the show. Let's move on to Famously Single.
All right, so over at AfterBuzz TV, I did this after show for Famously Single, the first season. It was all right. It was cute. I like the.
Jessica White's on there, right?
She was on the first one.
Ooh.
Oh, with Samira. No, they switch it out every season, except they
Not
brought
if you-
someone back. Callum Best from the first season is coming into this one. Random. I mean, he wasn't even that entertaining. Dorothy Wang from Rich Kids LA.
Done. Don't know
Okay,
her.
I like her.
Yeah, she's fine.
I
Okay.
like Dorothy.
She's
So
the
sick.
Chinese girl, right?
Yes.
The real
She
estate.
goes to my spin
Yeah,
class.
like
She's
her.
nice.
Love Dorothy.
Ronnie from the Jersey Shore.
Pause. What?
Well, I mean,
Fast forward.
He probably
Yeah.
needs some relationship advice.
Okay, fine.
Last season they had Pauly.
I like Polly.
I like
Okay,
Polly.
yeah.
I like Polly.
I do like him.
So
Fan.
maybe Ronnie. Karina Smirnoff from Dancing with the Stars. I don't know. her
No,
like that.
that's a no for me. I don't know who that is.
I know who she is. She's okay.
Okay.
She's okay.
Okay.
Wait, really? She's okay.
She's okay.
It's okay.
She's okay.
can be on the
I mean,
show.
you guys got the first girl. I'll take Karina.
Oh, right. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
well,
keep her.
I don't know how
Dorothy.
we're gonna feel about this one.
Okay.
Chad Johnson, and I'm not talking Ocho Cinco. I'm talking from The Bachelor. Never seen it, so.
Oh!
That's what I was like.
Oh!
no,
we have to-
I love Chad. Everyone hated Chad. Now I'm definitely watching now. I love Chad.
When is this airing?
I don't know, but I'm
Okay.
gonna find out.
Can I
Messy,
just
do
be
you know?
honest? I've never seen the show.
It's
I don't
only,
know
this
what
is only
this
the
is.
second season.
Famously
Okay.
single?
But
Yeah.
So
Chad
they
was
take
on.
six celebrities. They take six celebrities.
Yeah.
They put them in an apartment.
Or kind of
like-
celebrities because let's
Yeah,
think about
because
it.
nobody you list. Yeah.
And Chad just came off of The Bachelor. The Bachelorette. That's why he's like on there now.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
love
they
him.
put them in this big loft. They all have to live together, and then they basically meet with therapists every day, who are like relationship
Thanks to
coaches.
Jesus.
Okay.
And they basically help them like go out on dates. They have to meet with random people, and then sometimes they end up hooking up in the house. Like Pauly and Aubrey ended up like
They are together.
and
I
they
love
they
them.
still
I love
together.
them.
Okay.
So it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Does anybody get voted off or kicked off? Is there any
No.
fighting?
Yeah, there's
Unfortunately.
There's no mess.
There's
No,
fighting.
there-
No,
oh, there's
there's
mess.
mess.
But
Okay.
it's just
Do
not
they
like
read
the
each other
fighter.
on their careers?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, look. Good,
Aubrey
good,
gets
good.
read a little bit. I still love you, girl.
Yeah, it's more of a serious show because it's more E. So
Yeah.
they try to
Okay.
keep it cute.
Okay.
But so
I
then we
don't know
get.
if I'm gonna watch that.
Oh yes, you will, because guess who's headlining?
Ooh.
The queen of reality TV, Miss Tiffany Pohl of
Yes!
New York.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
there you-
we
that-
love New York.
that's the
Okay, there it
punchline.
is. Yeah,
There we
that's the
go.
punchline.
There we go.
Well, and
Yes.
also there is a little European T2. His name is David McIntosh. Apparently he was a Secret Serviceman, something.
Boring.
And now he's a fitness person.
Speaking
but rumor
of-
has it is that he might be DL.
What is
Down
DO?
low?
Down low.
DL or DO?
DL.
Down on the down
Like a
low.
down low
Speaking of
brother.
down low, Kordell.
We all knew he was gay.
Okay, but this guy Andrew Cardwell, who he filed a suit against,
Which
apparently
is the
said-
delivered.
delivered. that guy.
I mean, I'm like, I don't know his real name, but I know him as Delivered.
But
Right.
he retracted his statements and said that what he said wasn't true. And then he said
He got
to
a
have
payment
Kordell
settlement.
please come for him because he has nothing to give, according to lovebscott.com. So I just think where there's smoke, there's fire. And so Kordell, these rumors have been going around for a while. So I think there's some truth to them somewhere, right?
I
No, are we all
you live in
pausing?
he lives in Atlanta. I mean, there's some truth to the fact of you living in Atlanta, you always have to sleep with one eye open. Like, huh, are you gay? Are you not gay?
I mean,
it's like LA. Like,
is it like LA? I feel like in Atlanta it's a little bit more concentrated.
Atlanta, it's
In
a little
Atlanta,
bit
I
more
would
hunger.
not date. I literally would just be single if I had to live in Atlanta. I'm not even gonna
Really?
try. I'm not really. Right. Honey, I got one eye open here in LA. Linda,
Well, see, in LA, it's
She's so
different.
it ain't different. No.
Oh my God.
These
no,
brothers,
it's really scary.
These
Like,
brothers,
I can't even.
and
use
not
my
even
detector right here
brothers.
sometimes.
They're just like, sometimes they like boys, sometimes they like women, and then you're supposed to be like free and liberated and just like, nah, bitch, I like men, and I like men who like girls. Okay,
Well, Andrew
Honey.
didn't show up, so
don't cheat on me with a man.
he won by default.
Jesus, Lord, fix it, Jesus.
Girl.
So Kordell won the lawsuit, but it was by default because Andrew did not show up.
Oh, he got a settlement somewhere.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely got paid off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Portia, you dodged a bullet.
He got a lot more. than
Hashtag
paid
dodged a
out.
bullet.
Okay.
Yes.
But although I would have loved to see Portia fight Andrew Caldwell, that would have been funny. Wouldn't that be funny to see them like go back and forth? I think Portia would win though.
I feel like Andrew might really slap the shit out of her.
maybe.
Like on some like,
Also like retarded shit though. Like you know what I mean?
MTV reality death fights.
Would not want to see
Oh
that.
yeah.
I've delivered.
What we got next?
So moving on to our segment, Reality X or Reality Check, we basically just like get a headline that we've heard of throughout the week and then reality exit or check it if we like it or we do not like it. Let's talk about Prince Henry.
Yes.
Wait, Harry.
Harry?
Harry.
Is it Harry or Henry?
Harry.
Oh,
It's
Harry.
And his now people are saying that she whatever she identifies as, but she's biracial.
She's black.
Hello. But
Biracial is black.
But
Okay.
because when I heard, she Googled and she can pass. And so a lot of people are saying like she's one of those people who can pass.
She can
Because when
pass.
I looked at her, I didn't see, oh, you're a black woman. I saw a white woman, honestly. I was like,
I thought she was Hispanic.
I thought
was
she
like-
was Hispanic.
I
I
was
thought
like,
she
oh,
was
where's she
Hispanic.
at? This must be the wrong, the Google
I
image.
really googled
No,
it.
no,
the
no.
whole
This is
time, like,
wrong.
Prince Harry
But
and
you
his
know
black girlfriend.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay,
but
no.
he always, you can tell he been down for the
Yeah.
swirl.
Okay.
Like, you can tell.
love
He
Prince
loves her.
Harry.
Been down. So I reality check that. Go for it.
Yes.
Hashtag interracial relationships. And make sure that you
Yes.
go and check out The Loving Story in theaters now. It's an amazing film. And it definitely, the
I should tell it
couple.
on a different day.
Wait, what? What?
No, go ahead.
It's an
promo.
amazing story, and it tells of a couple who changed the Constitution and America.
Great. Loved it. Speaking of changing things, McDonald's is
Hate you,
changing a little
Jody.
something with their Big Macs. So they're going to be doing this thing. Basically, they want to be like Starbucks. So they're going to have a Mini Mac, a Big Mac,
Stop it.
a Big Mac Jr.
What?
Okay.
and
So
a,
you
and a-
gonna
and a
die,
Mega
you
Mac.
might die,
And you
definitely
will die.
death.
Right.
A Mega Mac, you gonna die.
What does a Mega Mac look like?
I mean, it just looked like a big ass.
Is it the regular Big Mac?
It's like
though?
now you can
The
get like
regular?
a slider, and then you get like the big,
Oh.
like that kind.
I've
Do you
just
all
never
eat
been
McDonald's?
That's what I was gonna say. I've never been for McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I do drink their
I do.
iced coffees. I don't eat their food,
Oh.
but their iced coffees, I'm down for it.
I'll partake.
I'll be honest. McDonald's gives me gas. I can't.
Well,
It gives me
it's probably not even gas. It's probably like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just not good.
It's just not.
It's not
Okay.
food
No.
No.
On any day.
On any day.
on any
That's
day.
a reality X for me.
Especially on Sunday.
On any, especially on a Sunday night or a Saturday night or
No
a Friday
thanks.
night.
No.
No. You go out to that club.
We got too many choices in
like
Los
Mexican
Angeles.
food.
Move on.
Ooh.
Oh,
No. Yeah, that's all.
Why did your face just contort?
honey,
like
let's
that?
talk about. Well, congratulations to Adrienne Bailon. She is now married.
Wait, to who?
To who?
To honey. His name is Israel or whatever, Hugh and
Is it that big guy?
fat.
Okay. Well, I didn't really want to go to that. Okay.
He's big.
Plus
She will.
size.
Yeah.
She'll bring it there for. She'll bring it there for you.
Size.
He's a big one, but you know, more
Yeah.
cushion for the cushion. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a chubby chaser. I still kind of am. So
Really?
it ain't no, ain't no shade. The thing is that he was recently married and then recently got divorced, and now he's
then recently
remarried
married
again. But you know who wasn't there? Tamar Braxton. Wasn't. And that leads me to believe that there was some kind of tiff between them, and we were all trying to figure out like what's going on between the panel at the real. Well, let's keep it real. She wasn't there.
Ooh, why would she not be there?
Because they don't like each
You're
other.
right. Just because like she's not on the show.
But I'm
She's
saying,
not
like, what
coming.
happened? I wonder.
Oh,
I wonder.
We don't know. We will
But
find
some
So
out.
you guys know how girls are. Tamar's probably still in her.
Tried it.
No, honestly.
Tried it.
She probably
Because
feels-
y'all boys
No.
is the same way,
No.
hunty.
Well,
No.
actually, not will he tell it from Day 26 this past week and check out Black Hollywood Live's interview with him. Find out
What
why
do
Day
you
26 didn't work out.
Oh,
Oh.
a whole bunch of catty drama between some men's
Okay.
trying to get the booty.
Wait, each other's booty? Wait,
Wait, that was not said in the interview.
I'm like, what's going on?
It was alleged.
Oh.
Girl, 200,000 views.
Who was right?
Well,
Alleged.
allegedly.
Yes. Let's say alleged.
Allegedly,
Okay.
booty.
Well, who?
A booty fiasco.
Well,
Logs
we'll
out.
talk about it later.
All right, well, that's all I got. What you got? You
Well,
got
let's talk about Oprah and how people were getting upset with her because she didn't endorse Donald Trump, but she
said, "Calm
basically
down."
she tweeted out a picture of him and her together, basically saying like "Hope lives," and people were like,
Just too soon, like one of those things.
"The mother, what the?"
Give it
But
a
I agree with her.
I agree with her too. Like, what are
honestly.
you gonna do anti-Trump rallies? I get it. I'm here. I'm protest, but what are you protesting for specifically? Because this is the president-elect, whether we like it or not. That you need to be asking yourself the bigger questions, like what is the Electoral College? Who are these people
Correct.
who are doing
Right,
this?
exactly.
What is the bigger picture? What is the motive? Instead of like complaining, and you need to be talking about, oh, I'm scared. What are you scared for? He's about to come snatching us up out of our house and kicking us back to Africa. Come on, my friends. Don't be like that. And you need to be questioning Pence because Donald Trump just
That
made
is
him.
too scary.
Hello, why
Gay
y'all fearing?
conversion therapy?
Yes. Now
What?
that-
I'm like,
That's
everyone
crazy.
is
Yeah.
just like they're following the lead, and I am so disappointed in these Black Lives Matters leaders who are pushing these scare tactics. I had to check 2 of them the other day on Twitter because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why are you instilling this fear? Because people are going to start to organize without really thinking. They're reacting immediately. People are burning American flags in the street. I
Yep.
get it. You are upset, but you need to channel that emotion into something more positive. I get it. We're all upset. It's freaking Donald Trump. He's the the president-elect. Be nervous about Pence.
But I will say it is scary because I think what people were, at least for me, what I was responding to is seeing all the reactions in these smaller states around the world,
Correct.
middle America.
But that's
seeing-
that's like I don't live in a bubble because I'm from Ohio. It's a swing state. It mostly votes like it's Republican. So that's not. I really feel like that's a personal thing where you should have been more prepared to. Like was not surprised when Donald Trump won.
I was.
No.
I'm like I live
was.
in
Not
Los
fully.
Angeles, but
I
the
was
rest
a
of
little
America does not think how progressive we do. Progressively
No,
that
they
we
do not, because Middle America is, and I'm not saying all of Middle America, but like the people that voted for him, I know that they wanted change, and I had to have my own moment too, like going through like grief. Oh my God, I was freaking out, and I did get caught up in the media and like looking at all these Facebook pages, this stuff, people writing the N-word, F, whatever with Trump, and it was scary, but you had to get through like the acceptance of it, and now I'm on the other side of it.
I just also, the one thing that really irritates me is that, I hate that we're making it all about race, and I feel like the media pushes it, and I do not believe that everyone that voted for Trump is racist.
No, I don't believe
think
that
a lot
either.
of people think
or bigot,
no,
or sexist,
I think it goes back
or...
to Middle America got hit in 2008. They don't know how to come back from that. They don't understand certain struggles of being gay or being black, or they don't understand that struggle. All they know is that our family got hit in 2008, and we need the economy to get back to where it was. And I think that's where most of the votes came from, as far as voting for Trump.
And it wasn't third-party voters' fault. There were over 46 million people who did not vote at all. In the state of Michigan, they literally came out and voted for state issues and left the presidency, like the candidates, blank.
In the bullying, check out the third parties.
I honestly, I hear you, but I do feel like race is a big issue with this.
Absolutely,
and I also feel like, when it comes down to like the whole Black Lives Matter, I don't feel like they're necessarily promoting fear, but we cannot deny that most of the people that came out for Trump, they are racist.
No, I totally do get that.
There are racism
totally
at the
get
rallies.
That.
There's racism going on in the schools. Like, what was the CNN reporter, Van Jones? He said it was a white lash.
But the people,
that was iconic. That's true.
I get
we
it,
cannot ignore that.
But I feel like there's a responsibility as a leader on that platform. Yes, you highlight specific issues, certain circumstances, or things that are going on, but you also need to rally around a solution. Don't just feed out, look what's happening, look at all this hate, and then leave people to be like, well, shoot, I'm just scared and I don't know what to do. I'm going to go and burn an American flag because I'm upset. That's not okay, and that's irresponsible.
Okay, but take this, I understand that point, but take this point. So think about the beginning of how this year started. Beyonce, one of the biggest stages known to our country, the Super Bowl. How much backlash she got for that. And then the Oscars. And then all the murders and the shootings of the black men. And then black women started being natural and more proud and getting information. And then we started wearing our ethnic colors. Everybody was happy. And we were starting to feel empowered as minorities and as people. And that's starting to frighten people. So then to me, it came out to, okay, they're winning this race battle. To me, this is how I'm looking at it. There's this race battle that was happening because so many people tried to blackball Beyonce when she did that formation thing. So many people tried to make a big thing about Jada Pinkett, and then you had Kendrick Lamar coming out. All these celebrities were taking stands, and then Kaepernick. So then the Caucasians, I feel like, were getting upset. So then it comes down to the presidential election. Of course, they're all going to vote for Trump because they want their country back. And the slogan, "Make America Great Again," that has a racist underlying undertone to it. And there's nobody that's going to tell me that doesn't, because that sounds racist. Yeah. It is about race.
No, I totally think that race has a large, it definitely does have everything to do with it, but I also just feel like you have to ask yourself why. And you have to sit back and just practice reflective thinking and just really, why is this? And then you ask yourself, okay, this is that, why is it that?
Correct.
And then why is it that? You can't just be like reacting, be like, I'm upset, I'm going out, I'm protesting. It's like, what specifically are you protesting against? Now sit at home, come up with a list of solutions, then come up with a list of solutions. And then you really have to just exercise your brain, and you have to think. They're scared of an educated Negro.
Yes.
You have to really think, and you have to educate yourself. You can't just follow the lead and just get excited because everyone else is out in the streets and protesting.
But everyone's conditioned to do that.
I'm not.
And they're expressing themselves initially.
No,
my thing is nobody
know.
ever wants to ever look at a different party. All we do is we get bullied into voting red or blue.
She's not.
I don't. Honestly, and I got cussed out for it. But the reality is like when you really look at other parties and you really think of what America stands for, and then you think, wait, why every single time we come around to vote, we get bullied into picking this or this, and they're so far to one direction.
Absolutely.
Well, I honestly think Hillary was a joke.
Yeah, no,
Because in my mind, first of all, you're the captain of this ship. You have all of us rooting for you. We're all rooting for you.
I wasn't.
And at the end of the day,
I
you
was.
have people
I will
sitting
say.
across the nation looking at you, and then you concede, and then you don't even come speak to your people. You go.
What do you mean come speak to her people? She expected Michigan to vote for her. They don't have any water. You didn't go and you did not campaign in Michigan. You waited to the last week. You wanted to get Jay-Z and Beyonce to come win over the votes in Ohio.
Right.
The second week, the second to the last week until elections. You're a joke. It's not okay. You cannot win over the black young vote that way.
But
it's ridiculous.
People don't want to do their research, so instead they go and just say, well, you know what? I'm not going to look at anybody else, so I'll just go red.
Because Beyonce told me to vote for Hillary, so I'm going to vote for Hillary.
But that's why Hillary did it, you know, and I think that's a lot of people saw through that. And then that day when she left and said she's going to sleep and good night, she'll address it tomorrow. At that moment, I knew that Hillary Clinton was just for the votes. Like, that's
She got complacent and thought the black vote was just hers, period.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh, I got that. And it was
But
like,
I really feel like this is all just was a part of the plan, and we have all just been guinea pigs.
Oh.
Literally, I feel like Donald Trump, yes, he is the president-elect, but they're setting Mike Pence up to be the president of the
that's the
United
biggest
States.
scary.
Y'all
That's
need
scary.
to wake up
That's
and just
scary.
think.
Because his plan,
Just think about it. Like, stop getting
That's
so
scary.
riled up. Get off of social media and just really focus on the issues at hand. And don't be so scared and shy away from Donald. Like, read Donald Trump's first 100 days initiative. Actually, I kind of agree with a lot of things
There was
that
some
he's
things I
saying.
agreed with, too.
And I'm like, wow, okay. So when I saw Oprah, Hope Lives, I'm like, I am kind of feeling optimistic and hopeful, and maybe things will work out. But if they don't, guess what? I'm going to be that smart person to where if you take away this, I'm going to have my plan in place to take care of myself. Like, I'm not about to live in fear. Like, I'll go back to Africa
we have to,
on a
though.
yacht. I mean, hook me
But
up,
here's the
give me
thing,
my
I was talking
land.
to a
Impeach
friend of
Trump.
mine, and we were talking, he can't do anything for the white community or any other communities without it helping and benefiting us too. So here's the thing. We're all going to benefit from it. So that's how I look at it. And honestly, when I saw Trump do his pre-acceptance speech, it was a different Trump than it was in the
Even
rally.
when he met with
You know,
Obama,
it was
you
a
can see
different
he
Trump.
was cowarding almost, because he was just like, the fudge am I doing here?
This
this is really happening. I'm really going to have America's life in my hand. Like, what did I do?
Do you also look at it, his face looks so different, and it's because right before that happens, they tell you a whole bunch of top secret shit that you are like, my
But I don't think he knows it yet.
they
No,
tell
he
you
knows it
some
now.
pretty
He knows it
intense
now.
shit. That's why I've
knows
seen
it
his
now.
face.
I want to know everything.
He knows it now.
No, look at his face back on the last speech he just did. And it's just, it's a different Trump. And it's
a
just
different Trump.
But
imagine
I
having
think
to take
like
all that
I
in.
think outside of the box, like national treasure. That's me. But the thing is, people would say,
I
Ashley,
can just picture
like
in her
literally,
house
they're like,
eating ice
Ashley,
cream
you
with her
think.
cat on Netflix.
No, you think outside. People used to say that I'm a conspiracy theorist and I think outside the box and my views are unrealistic. But look at us now. Here we are. Exactly what I was saying happened. Now I'm telling you, check out Pence, because
And
that's
that's
the person
scary.
we need
And
to
that
be
is
focused
scary.
on.
Concentration
Scary.
camps, microchips,
I ain't getting no microchip. I ain't getting no. That's
well,
what we mean.
hopefully,
But that's why we'll be in a
hopefully
concentration camp, because they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you don't want it. Well, until we figure this out, boo, we're gonna send you to this amazing
Black
resort."
people ain't about to go down without no fight. We survived
That's
over
true.
500 years of slavery. We survived freaking Bush administration.
Girl,
You
and then
think
we
that
gonna be
we're
a
about to
Walking
just be
Dead,
like,
America gonna be a
oh,
war
okay,
zone.
cool. No, me and my cat will be in the street with our all black on and our froze.
And the thing too is like how many
Meow.
presidents say a ton of stuff to get elected, to get the people excited, to get them to change. And so he played off of this hatred for
Yeah.
Obama
Yeah.
to these people to get elected.
Ain't
and now that
nobody
he's
hate
in
Obama.
there, he's like, we're not really
And he
building the
said in
wall.
the past-
right?
Yeah,
And
we're not building
we're not really doing that.
We're going to keep that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's already a fence in place. I had to tell my kids, because I'm a teacher. I'm like, because we did our little 5th grade vote, and they're like, well, I'm a Hispanic kid. I'm really scared because my family may be ripped apart. And I'm like, my friend, there's already a fence there.
it's
There's
not like there's
certain
nothing
procedures
there.
that you have to do in order to become an American citizen.
Period.
And Obama has deported millions of people. This is not anything new.
It's just what he highlighted.
Yeah, it's
what he
and it's
highlighted.
how he said it. It's like, you can't be so aggressive with your words regarding
rhetoric.
sensitive matters.
We gotta
like
get
this.
them outta
It's
here.
not okay.
But we live in a PC country right now. Everything has to
cow
be
exit.
so.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And Donald
what did
Trump
you call
said, I
me?
don't give a damn. Get him out of here.
But see,
But
here's
some-
the thing.
I'm about to finish.
I actually don't think I have a problem with Donald Trump. I think I have the bigger issue with the people that support him
Yes.
because they're taking him as this puppet and they're using him to be racist.
But who
and
are
extreme.
those people? And then who are those people's bosses? And then who are those people's bosses?
They are
Exactly.
our
That's what you
bosses.
gotta-
They are the people that we work for. They're the people that smile in our face. We smile in their face. Those are the people. They're not the ones that look like rednecks. Those are the people that say, they sign your checks and say, hey, how are you? Would you like? Those
you
are
marry
those
my
people.
daughter?
Yeah, those are the people. Those people count. I'm telling you.
They do. I mean, and they this year they went out to
And
the
they went
voters
out
to
and
show
So
showed
how
it.
do you guys feel reality X, reality check the cow exit? Have you heard about that?
Wait,
No.
What?
Enlighten me,
So
please.
you heard of Brexit.
Yeah.
And so there was a trending hashtag, the cow exit, where they want to exonerate California as a state from
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
America. And then
yeah.
it's just like its own country.
That's
Texas
stupid.
Filled with
been trying to do
rainbows
this for
and
how many years?
unicorns.
Texas people.
Texas
my
been
people.
trying to do that for years.
Yo,
Not
people,
happening.
Texas, we want you to say, if I can just take a chisel
Yes,
and
and
just
just-
get y'all
I
ass
love
out
my
of
city.
here.
I love my city.
Yeah, your city is awesome, but the rest of Texas is
I know.
bananas.
Austin-
Where are you
Pretty
from? Oh,
great.
Austin. Yeah, Austin. Yeah.
Austin's
everything.
awesome, but
Yeah.
Everything else can get rid of.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
I
move
know.
Austin over
Saying.
here and then
I
we're done.
know, I know. Austin should be in California.
really should.
It really just should be in
I
California.
have one more. So
Okay.
a lot of people are slut shaming Donald Trump's wife, and people are saying that you shouldn't slut shame her. It's not okay. You know, a lot of feminists out there are saying it's not okay to do that.
Oh, I didn't hear that side of it.
No,
I
me
did
neither.
because I like to see both sides of the story. I feel like that's how you grow and you progress intellectually. You can't just be like, I'm right. No,
Yeah.
bitch, you might be wrong,
Uh-huh.
and that's okay. So how do you guys feel about
I
it?
agree with it because it's to me
You
it's
shouldn't
hilarious.
slut shame her. Slut
Shouldn't,
shame her.
because if we're gonna look at it, like, because the people that are slut shaming her are really wouldn't if it was any other situation or person.
Oh, they
No, that's
slut
not
shamed
true.
Michelle
I was
Obama
about
when
to say,
she wore
I was
that
about to say,
sleeveless dress.
they would have slut shamed
Who?
Michelle
For
Obama.
wearing her sleeves
Yes.
out, like having
Yes.
her arms
They-
out.
They did.
So they should definitely slut shame Melania Trump. Slut shame the fuck out of her.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think anybody should be
okay.
out here slut shaming anybody, especially.
Yes, Amber.
I'm sorry, but I don't.
Yes, Amber Rose.
If,
I
I
do
mean,
love
and my
Amber.
whole thing is don't stop now because it's Melania. If you were gonna do it for Michelle
Thank
and
you.
Beyonce
Agreed,
and Amber,
but
and
nobody
everyone
should be doing it.
but
No,
nobody
no one should
be
be.
doing it. But it's gonna continue to happen, so it should happen to her as well.
But see, this is the thing. It's going
I'm
to
with
continue
you.
to happen because people get so riled up about it and don't stop it. So it's like, well, you know what? This one just happened, so we're going to keep on doing it until we become a community that actually says, you know what? I'm tired of the fucking reality show. I'm tired of the fucking ratchet shit. I'm tired of the shade. I'm tired of the
I mean,
fucking
a
tea.
reality star is the president.
yeah, I was just about to say we just elected Donald Trump.
So here's the
I
fucking
didn't.
point: is now it's time to fucking pull it together, because this is what we elected. This is what our world created. This. What are you
True.
talking about?
But I think it's we like that. I mean, I think that's why he got so far.
Yeah.
Donald
That's
Trump
the
was
problem.
entertainment.
Because people
Entertainment.
like to sit around
And
and,
they
watch
like
a
the
hot
petty-
mess.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what
But we don't like to
Americans
get-
do.
Yes.
The rest of the world is laughing at us.
Laughing at us.
Americans
They are
like
laughing.
that.
Laughing
We
at us.
live for that reality. I mean, we're on reality check.
Right.
We're saying this, and we're like on reality
I know
check.
when you said that, Jesse, I was like, you know, we might not have a job,
Right.
bro. Like,
But
let's
that's fine.
relax
I would
on
rather
that.
not have a job talking about this and find one somewhere else.
But
yo,
listen,
to be
I
quite
doubt
honest.
this
'Cause
slut
is-
Speaking of jobs, I will say that don't be so upset. I read this a really cute meme. If you really want to make a difference in this world and you're an educator, go out to one of the red states and teach in a public institution and spread
that's
that
cute.
love and spread that hope and just really teach progressively, even though you probably will get fired because they don't play that.
No, they don't.
No.
I doubt the slut shaming is going to stop with Melania. I don't think maybe the next person.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to start, especially with the temperature in the country. It's not going to start with.
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
But now
It
she's
shouldn't
gonna
be.
get it worse than anybody.
That's what I'm
That's why
saying.
she said the first thing I want to work on is online bullying. I bet you do,
right,
Rex.
online bullying
Dang,
and
we
plagiarism.
straight in the chuckles
Right.
right now.
Sorry, First Lady
know.
Meliana.
Liliana.
Melanie.
I
Right.
want to work on this.
Yeah, what's it?
Oh, poor thing. Welcome to America.
Anyway, though. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well,
We're
let
gonna
us know
hold on
what.
together and make sure you guys tune in with us every week for the next 4 years.
Did you guys see that meme? Where it was like when her and Michelle Obama were sitting together, and Michelle Obama said, "Hi,
Hi,
I'm Michelle Obama," and the Melania said, "Hi, I'm Michelle Obama."
She said, "No, girl, you gotta put your name. Put your own name in there."
But Okay, so all of the Joe memes, Joe and Obama's, are hilarious. I'm like, I want a best friend like Joe.
Me too. I love
Joe is just like, you better not say anything to me, man.
And then Obama's like, shut up, Joe.
You're right.
Sit down somewhere now.
But it's so hilarious because I really like put their voices to the words. I'm like, what is my life? Like, this is the problem with America. I'm sitting here reading memes
instead of coming up with a plan.
I don't know. I mean, but you know what? It's really scary because I feel like if you are one of those people who you want to really voice your opinion,
you can't.
You really
You'll
can't.
get
I know
shut
this
down
is
on either side. Because nobody wants a
absolutely.
conversation.
Nobody wants
to
a Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders made me feel how Malcolm X made me feel when I listened to him.
Really?
Just so hopeful. I would get chills.
Yes,
I would
he did.
cry
Yes, he
because
did.
he was just so filled with like something about him just exuded confidence and power and strength and love. And he was like, "I'll fight with you." And I just felt like, you are.
Until you looked at him for 2 more minutes and realized he's about to die.
Yeah, but it's okay.
So that's the part, I think.
But you know what? 2020, I would love to see Michelle Obama and Bernie Sanders running together. Like, I would love to see Bernie Sanders as her VP.
How old is he?
It doesn't matter. It don't
Yeah.
matter because Donald Trump is the same old hag. The only thing is he just wears a lot of makeup and he got his lace
does
front
wear a
on.
lot
If
of
Bernie had a
makeup.
lace front and makeup team, he would look about 50 years old too. So stop it, Trump. Okay?
As long
With
as
your
Hillary
tiny
don't
hair.
run.
With your tiny
With your
hands, you got
tiny hair.
Beyonce's makeup team on your side.
Who
Oh,
has
wait.
Beyonce's makeup team?
I'm sorry, I forgot she endorsed Hillary.
Oh my God.
Beyonce?
First of all, the fact
Yeah.
that you even gave him that
Didn't
was
she take off all of her pictures of her Instagram of Hillary
Did she
Clinton?
take it down? She took it down?
There's no pictures of Hillary
Wait,
Clinton.
Well,
Beyonce?
hey, the CMA
yeah.
did it
She
to her.
CMA'd her?
CMA did ass.
You know what? I was surprised that like some celebrities didn't have anything to say. I was actually kind of shocked.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to say about
nothing
either
to say
candidate.
about
That's why I
anything.
voted third party, and I do it again, and I dare y'all to come for me.
Girl, you don't get boop.
I don't care. I'm standing by what I believe in. I refuse to get pushed into what you believe in. That's not what I'm about
You
at
wanna
all.
keep
I'll
getting bullied
never
into
be
one
about that.
side. Honestly, but it's just funny because if you really sit and talk to other voters and you ask them about any of the other candidates,
know.
No,
they
proposal,
don't.
They're just
nothing.
like, I'm just doing it because that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, you're such a genius. I love you.
Moving along.
Moving along. Well, that's our show for today. Hashtag
Wow,
BHL
like
reality check.
politics, huh?
It was good though. It was very
It was
cute. I'm
good.
sweating.
Yeah, me too.
Honey,
I was
these
shaking.
underarms gonna need
Yes,
a...
Mama was affected.
Yeah. Where can everyone find you?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Go ahead.
for it.
No, you go ahead.
You go.
Oh, well, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Armand Wiggins.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You can find me at DreRenee_N.
And Jesse.
Boom, everywhere DJ Jesse J.
And everyone can find me at Ashley Gray TV everywhere. Hashtag BHL reality check. We will see you next week.
Peace.
See ya.
Honey, she...
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.